Acting humble as fuck. I bet she was. Oh, you ready? Oh, whoa. Yo, happy Saturday, y'all. It's your girl, Kitty Cat, okay? If you are just now joining us for the first time, good. You'll stay a while. I hope you do. This is my second show here, and I am happy to be here. So let's start with business first. Housekeeping, please. Where we at? Subscribe this way. Subscribe below to my show to make sure you get all the notifications that I'm coming on. My name is Kat, by the way, and when you see me, I'll always have these amazing glamorous ears that are kind of, you can't see them because they dark green with match this cute ass dress I got on. Shout out to Ross. Ross had you looking good for $8.99, ladies. I mean, y'all be acting like y'all can't, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about everything else, though. So I told you guys over the week what we were going to talk about as far as what the hell y'all think y'all can do in Vegas, okay? First of all, y'all be coming to my city acting like it's y'all's city. Let me help you understand whose city it is. It's mine. There's quite a few thousand of us who it belong to. I'm not talking about the 3 million people that live here. I'm talking about the natives, the people that helped build Las Vegas, the people who came here in the 40s and 50s like my family, and many other multi-generational natives like myself. Now, I'm nice. But everybody ain't gonna be nice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to make sure y'all understand. I'm a rideshare driver. So I see the stuff y'all do and I hear the stuff you say. So I thought, you know what? You should dedicate, you know, I got my interviews coming, but you gotta dedicate some time to educate these mother bleepers. Because y'all be doing too much. And I don't want y'all to get slapped up by somebody that's like, you know what, I'm a native. I don't want that to be the case. And you like, damn, that girl with them ears on YouTube told me to relax and I didn't. So let's talk about a few things. First and foremost, before we get into that, I want to start the conversation with treat everybody how you want to be treated, okay? I don't care all the way. I heard this a long time ago and it was funny when they said it, but I totally understand it. I'm 35 now. Treat people how you want to be treated. All the way from the janitor to the CEO to Jesus. Okay, well, not Jesus. That's kind of different. Jesus on a different kind of level. He on a different, you don't treat people like you treat Jesus. Like, cause you might lie to somebody, but you ain't gonna lie to Jesus. You might cheat on your boyfriend or your girlfriend, but you ain't gonna cheat on well, you ain't gonna really cheat on Jesus unless you like change your religion, then you cheated on Jesus. The average person ain't cheating on Jesus. They cheating on like Jehovah or something. So you do that. But the point of the matter is you treat people how you want to be treated, right? I have a friend who is a violinist here in Las Vegas. And when I tell you he's dope as hell, I'm bringing him on. And I think I'm able to get him in the next 2 weeks to do an interview. And I was talking to him and he told me about a situation where he was downtown and he's a performer downtown. So a lot of his gigs where he's traveling all over the world globally, playing the violin as a chocolate brother. They come because he's downtown and so many people come to Vegas and there's opportunity when you're in Vegas, okay? So there was a young lady, I believe he needed to like cash out some money or something and he had a whole lot of ones. And he didn't look like a stripper. He looked like he had been outside doing work, but in reality he was working on that violin, making that money with all the people that are passing by downtown on Fremont, AKA Old Vegas for y'all that don't live here. I can't, first of all, sidebar again. Why the hell y'all call it Old Vegas? Can y'all just call it downtown Vegas, please, and thank you? Do you get Old Vegas too? When they be talking to you, I'm going to Old Vegas. It's called downtown. It's not called Old Vegas. Ain't no book said Old Vegas. That's how I be looking. That's what they said? Sure. So, he goes in he asked the lady for the money and she refused to give it to him. And you know, when you outside, you playing, you picking up money, you count money, your clothes getting dirty. You know, as a man, y'all know men, they ain't really like doing like how we doing. We like trying not to get our fingers dirty and all that. He not doing all that. He just doing his thing, trying to get up out of there. And she refused to give him money and gave him all this attitude about it, like he was a scum beneath her toes. Like, I can't believe you're asking me to give you take your change and give you real dollars. I don't do that. That's beneath me. That's the way it looked when she said it, right? He had come into an opportunity where he is performing rooftop, formal attire, nice suit, nice tie, nice jacket. By the way, his name is Tony B Violin. You can find him on Instagram. You can book him all over the world. Wherever you need him to be, he's there. He all creased up and he popping and whatnot. And he goes to this event and he calls and he's like, yo, I'm at the event. I'm all set up, whatever. But guess who I just saw at the bar? And I'm like, who? He like, yo, the chick that wouldn't give me the money. I'm like, ooh, that's about to be good. Because she hadn't seen him yet. So he do his thing and he goes to the bar. He go get him a drink. I said, so how does she treat you though? Humble as fuck. That's what he said. And that's the point I'm making. You don't know who you passing when you passing them. So I treat everybody how I want to be treated. And if it ever comes to a point where you're not treating me how I should be treated, then I just don't deal with you, because I'm going to treat you the same regardless. If I love you, I'm going to love you. If I like you, I'm going to like you. If I don't, I ain't going to deal with you. But that's how you treat people, okay? So I'm sure right now she over there like, damn, I hope he doesn't tell my boss. Because the Binions is who hired him to play. So shout out to my boy Tony B Violin. Again, you can catch him downtown Old Vegas on Fremont. And that's the point of the day. You know, once I thought about that, I said, you know what, we got to make sure this is understood, because, you know, you got people walking around here acting like they beneath, like we're beneath them. I'm still broke. I'm just trying to make it. But you got people that think that I'm above them. I'm sorry my Ross dress doing stuff. I'm sorry. I did not tell Ross to start getting this material for me. I didn't say that. But since they did though, these curves is looking good and it's pulling all the rolls in, okay? Shout out to the ladies with the rolls. Speaking of rolls, in a couple of weeks, we're going to talk about Keisha K. Orton, that waist eraser, but not today. I'm going to see if I get some redemption. And if I don't get redemption, we're going right into that. Now, when you guys come to Vegas, because that's where we are, for you tourists and you people that are, you know, coming back to visit, because a lot of times there's youngsters that come back to visit. They didn't get to touch it when they were younger, so now they're 21. They want to touch Vegas like they've never touched it before, or it's older crowds, or it's people for conventions. Either way, some of y'all be stupid and y'all be driving me crazy. I don't mean y'all stupid, like stupid, but I mean like y'all stupid. I like y'all a lot, but y'all be making me mad because I be trying. Thank God I don't show it. Now look, first and foremost, when you on the strip and you need a ride, first things first, every hotel has a ride share pickup area, okay? This is for the folks that's coming to Vegas. That's what this whole episode is about. I've been waiting to put this juice in the air, okay? When you are coming to Vegas, we want you to come. Me personally, I don't want you to leave your money because it don't go towards education. We freaking suck in education. It's like 49 and 50 for the last, I don't know how many years. But I don't want you to leave your money, okay? So I want you to come and I want you to have a good time and I want you to do it well. So I want to give you some tips. This is my Vegas tips from the cat, okay? Now, first and foremost, when you come to Vegas, every hotel has a rideshare pickup area. We are not allowed to pick you up any other place on the strip but your hotel rideshare pickup area, unless it's a Walgreens, which there's 76 of, or CVS, there's 99 of those. You might pull into the Fat Burger. It might be other options. However, it's a pickup. You are not supposed to pick up on the side of the road and because what could happen is somebody could potentially die, like the gentleman who was hit by the bus 2 months ago who died and came up out of his shoes in front of the Bellagio, okay? Traffic was 2 hours long. I got paid well that night, okay? Now listen, I'm a rideshare driver, okay? Rideshare is Uber and Lyft. That's another important factor you should know. Rideshare is Uber and Lyft. It's not pool. It's not, oh, somebody getting in, they're gonna share with me. It's possible. That's a pool. Rideshare is Uber and Lyft and all those other people in between. Shout out to that female line in New York where it's a female driving company and it's similar to Uber and Lyft and they're all female drivers. Shout out to y'all. If they come over here, I'm hollering for $1. Now listen, women power, women power. Now, before the hotels are big as hell, okay? They about 10 years long, about 40 years wide inside. So I need you to find your rideshare area and I need you to find it quickly before you call me, okay? Now, what that means is you probably might need to ask for directions because it's so funny that no one thinks to say, tap, tap, tap. Excuse me, man who works here with a shirt on and a collar and a tie and a tag that says I work here and I've been here since 1987 from Yugoslavia. My name is Darren. Can you tell me how to get to the rideshare area, please? The Uber pickup, the Lyft pickup? Simple. That's simple. You'd be amazed at how many people you have to say physically 5, 6, 18 times. Okay, so because you want to see if they're going to figure it out. And a lot of times they don't figure it out. So you got to say 3 times. Can you just find someone that, because I'm already at ending your time. but you might as well find somebody to find you, to find your area to send you to. So find your area, get there, request your ride. We'll be there promptly. In Vegas, it's quick. Okay, you don't have to wait no 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes unless you're on the outskirts. But when you are in Las Vegas and you are on the Strip, we are there because 9 times out of 10, it's somebody dropping somebody off already above you, okay? Now, or below you or around the corner from you, because it's not in valet. That's the main important. It's not by valet typically, and it's not by the taxis typically. And the reason being is when rideshare came to Vegas, the taxis don't like us too much. That's because they taking people around, taking $100 for them for 12-minute rides. So they don't like us too much because for a 12-minute ride, we can get like, with good tip, I probably can get like $14 for a 12-minute ride. They getting $100. You know what I'm saying? Like, they getting a whole $100. So they don't like us because we dipping into their $100 for $12. That's the reality of it. And what used to happen was physically and verbally, they used to fight inside the valet areas because they didn't have a structure for rideshare. Rideshare just popped up and said, okay, this is a new big thing. We're going to do it. And nobody thought we got to put a process together. It's just like smoking weed. Everybody said we want to make it legal, but nobody figured out what the hell we going to let these people smoke it at since they can buy it. What are they coming to Vegas for? Where they gonna smoke it at? They can go buy like a beer in the store, take your ID and go inside and buy marijuana product. So another show for another later day. But that's my thing, okay? Now, I need y'all to understand that we coming, okay? If I'm upstairs, you don't know that. But if you see me up there and you saw that I wasn't doing no circling and all that, don't be texting me talking about where you at? You here? I'm here. Where you at? I'm here. You know that I'm here too. And obviously the car is moving. Be patient. If it takes 3 minutes, you can be patient. It's in Vegas, it's a 3-4 minute trip. If you don't want to wait that long, you can cancel the ride. We don't mind because guess what? I'm going to get paid anyway. And by the time I get down there, another ride's going to come in. And guess what? They're going to tip me because they're going to be like, oh my God, you got here so fast. Oh my God, me. That's what we do. God is in charge. So be patient, okay? When it comes to the pedestrians on the Strip, y'all, this is where I get pissed off at. I really love y'all. I love when the tourists come. I have spoken to, Uber said I had spoken to 36 countries in 6 months. I am sure that I've spoken to 45 countries in 12 months or more. And the reason being is because I drive for both platforms. And it's super uber dope, like, to meet people from all over the freaking globe. And everybody's so different. And all the things I've learned, which, like I told you before on the first episode, you'll get that information throughout the podcast series of Sin City Heat, just letting you know that you'll get it for sure. So those fun facts, okay? Like it's illegal to have that ice cream cone in your back pocket in Kentucky because back in the day, they used to steal the horses. They used to lure the horses away with the ice cream cone in the back pocket. They did. I found out, I don't know if I told you guys this last week, but I found out in Wyoming, it is law that if a student brings his horse to school, his horse is going to be babysat by the principal. The principal has to watch the horse. And every couple of years, people try out the theory and the principal has to watch the horse. So I've definitely done my research. When I get these facts, I do a little research to let you know, okay? Now, when it comes to you guys, I love you guys. You guys are so amazing, but I must give you this information. Now, like I said, my family came here in the 50s, so I watched Vegas evolve. I remember when there was no bridges on the freeway, and I was a little bitty girl taking my grandma to the Baldies where she retired from, okay, before work and after work. Every summer, every day. And during the regular school year in the evenings, I was there picking her up with whoever was picking her up in her minivan, okay? And it's the 90s. So I remember my grandma, y'all. My grandma was a freaking beast. So as soon as we touched the Strip, she hella mad exiting on Flamingo. That's what she sounded like. She sounded like she just going freaking crazy. Her ass will pull up to the damn stoplight. And what was happening was we didn't have bridges. So you guys, you visitors, cross the street in the crosswalk. You would say if you've never been to Vegas, okay, it's a crosswalk. What are you complaining for, Cat? At least they're using a crosswalk. You just said a man got hit by a bus. Was he in a crosswalk? Well, the problem is this. There are hundreds of people, thousands of people in Vegas every day because we have a dozen and a half to 2 dozen hotels on the Strip and just all around. People come here for so many things, and sometimes they don't stay on the Strip. So there's thousands of people here every day, okay? And my grandma is trying to get to work to get her breakfast early in the morning because the EDR, which is the place that serves breakfast like a family unit at the hotels, you get a lot of Vegas information today. This is Sin City heat, baby, okay? Speaking of heat, check these eyes out. Listen. We're going to come back to that. Y'all see these eyes? Shout out to Tyflamo, Tyfflamo 2. She's on all social media, and she's a freaking beast, okay? Oh, I feel like listen, call her. She will travel. She will do you when you're here. You can get done just for the night if you want to go see Black Magic Live and you just want to be popping, or you going to Dre's to see Fab or Weezy or whoever, or wherever you going to Chaos to see Cardi. I don't know where the hell you're going. You going to Hakkasan to see Tiesto. I don't know, Drake. You going to Encore to see him. I don't know what you're going to do, but your eyes is popping. Your face is popping. You over here flawless, sis. You over here flawless, sis. Okay. So shout out to Tyflamo, okay? But this is my thing. Dozens of people would be crossing the street and nobody would stop. Like nobody stops. Paris, that's new. But going across Flamingo, going across Tropicana, going across all those hotels, it's disrespectful. 2, it's rude. And it's like, why you gotta be an asshole? Help us help you. We ain't gonna really hit you. Just let us have right of way. When the sign say hand, stop. Just stop. We ain't gonna be mad if you stop. Just stop. You know what I'm saying? Because 1, you're saving yourself, you're saving us the time, because it's gonna still take you long as hell to get there. So what they did was they put bridges up. All over the Strip there's bridges, and people still can't get their life. It's freaking, my grandma been gone 19 years. This is over 19 years ago, 30 years, 40 years, I'm 35, and people are still crossing the street and acting like they don't see crosswalks and cars over there. Like, we right here. We're bigger than you. We right here. So I just have to remind you that the crosswalks are for you. We want to make sure you get home. We don't want to leave you here dead in Vegas. Because, that doctor's bill is going to be crazy unless you're going to use the out-of-network insurance, okay? So please do us a solid favor and tell us, and pay attention. If you see 1 or 2 cars, or as you're walking up and you see cars there, be that person to stop so other people can stop. And, because other people, you lead by the example so we can go. It's quick. It's not going to take a long time. Imagine how long we are in that little area. Imagine if you are the passenger in the car with us and you're just trying to get to the club or to your show or to the airport or whatever it is, and you can't because you got people walking that won't stop walking, okay? So take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen, crosswalks and bridges, okay? Another thing. Now, I'm not going to go hard. Because I'm guilty as hell in my early years, okay? Don't be judging me, sis. I ain't got time. Okay. Ladies. No, let me address this fellas first. Fellas, don't be shading us when our shoes are off on the Strip, okay? Because I don't know what man invented these shoes for us to be sexy as hell, but for our feet to hurt. Don't be shading us, because the only reason why we got these mother flukers on walking down Las Vegas Boulevard is because we know y'all looking. Most of the time it ain't because we want to be extra cute. We know better. We know that's a long ass walk. But we want you to look, because let's be real. Our booty sits up higher. Okay, ladies, you're welcome. Our calves do stuff with our fat asses. Mine, I got fat calves. And our posture is changed, okay? And lastly, the walk changes. So it throws some extra into it, okay? So we're really wearing this for you. So don't be shading us about the way we're doing in our shoes, whether it's the broken knee walk, whether it's the duck walk, the wobble, or the barefoot walk. Now, okay? Now, ladies, Just because I said that don't mean that shit is okay. It's not okay. So these are some pointers for you, okay? Well, let me start by explaining to you how this happens. The strip is long. It's 4.2 miles in length, okay? In distance, okay? In length. Like I don't know my stuff, okay? In distance, okay? And it's longer than that now because of the bridges. So you looking at over 10,000 steps in a day, depending on where you're going. Sidebar, do not be trying to walk to the damn stratosphere. If you ain't at the SLS, if you can't see the SLS, like the building of the SLS, you shouldn't be walking to the stratosphere. Just call us. That's a long ass walk. And P.S., people will order you an Uber if you got cash. I met an African man yesterday who hasn't had a phone in 3 weeks because he lost it. And he out here balling out of control with no phone, asking people to bum their phone, and everybody looking at him like, my phone? Where's your phone? You don't have a phone? No. Ew, that's so gross. I can't believe you asked me for my phone. And there are people who have, a lot of people in 3 weeks who he's given money to request him a ride, and he's given them cash. He has told his wife, do not help me leave the house. I will figure it out. He leaves, he walks to an ATM, and then he gets rides and he figures it out. So, just wanted to tell you that. I thought that was pretty interesting. So anyway, the point of the matter is this. When you are on the strip is big as hell. It's really big with the bridges. It's really, 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 really long. And you have to go through buildings and out of buildings and up and down the escalators and around the elevators because the elevator don't work and only one escalator work. And the only escalator work is the one on this side because the one over here don't work. So if you're going up, down don't work. It's never how you want it to be, y'all. Vegas Strip is too many damn people to be consistent down the strip. Now, what that means is you got a lot of walking to do. Fresh pedicures fucked up. Ankles ashy and black. Toes ugly and burnt from the sidewalk. From the dirt from the sidewalk. From the dirt from people stepping on your feet. You got blisters. I can't tell. I'm going to start carrying Band-Aids in my car for the summer for the people with the blisters and flip-flops. Real talk. Because it's very, very common. So what I noticed is that a lot of women take their shoes off. We've been doing this for ages. It's never stopped. It's all nationalities. It's not just black. It's not just white. It's everybody. And I watch it all the time. And guess what? When my video compilation is done, I will be posting it so you can know it's everybody. Because I've been taking pictures of y'all asses. So keep your damn shoes on. And if you can't keep your shoes on, get you a man that can put you on his back, sis. Because if he can put you on his back, sis, he can put you on his shoulders. Ooh. Let me relax. My family's watching. Listen, get your socks. What I saw was new. I never thought of this. So you can bring flip-flops if your purse is big enough. They also have vending machines with the little Princess Fairy shoes in them. You can do that too. There are different hotels. I don't know where they are. And it's so dope, right? So this is what I need you to do. Be mindful of this. Just get some socks, y'all. I swear, when I saw two girls do that and they were not together, and I was like, why the hell did we not think of this? You done with the club, you know you finna go home. Dude's not judging you if you got on socks. And if they is, tell them to suck. Okay, don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. They might think you a transgender or something, and then they like questioning your sexuality. And shout out to the transgenders. I just don't want nobody to get mistaken for Caitlyn on an accident on the fly, okay? That's all I'm saying, okay? So don't tell them that. Just put your socks on. But I thought that was the best idea yet because socks are small enough to roll up. You can get some kids. You can get some little booties. You can roll those up, stick them in your bag, and go about your day. So when I go see DJ Franzen, because I'm going to see Franzen, I'm going to have my socks in a bag that I don't know what I'm carrying yet. And I'm going to roll them up. I'm going to hope that I make out the club because that's the goal, to make it out the club and your feet don't hurt. But in Vegas, clubs have changed, and a lot of times your performers and your faves don't come on to 2, 3, I'm lying. 3, 4 in the morning. I've been confirming that. 3, 4 in the morning. Cardi came on at 4:30 in the morning. Her first show at the Palms in Club Chaos, the debuting night. And people were not happy. Cardi, get your look together. We're going to talk about you too one day because I like you, sis, but we're going to talk about it with your cute ass. We'll talk about it later. But anyway, so be mindful of that. Put some socks in your bag. So that way, if you are on the strip, you don't have to, you could just chillax. You don't have to worry about it, okay? One of the things I am now starting to suggest to anyone I'm picking up from the airport and I'm trying to suggest to just people in general is the strip is getting really greedy For those who don't know, a lot of people are taking rideshare because they don't want to pay for parking. Parking is $18 a day, I think. Did it go up to 18? Okay. So parking is $18 a day. And before it was free. So tacking on the resort fees, which are bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm a native. I can say this stuff. I'm the one that can say it. I don't know about y'all. Y'all can't really say. Just use me to say it in my Ida Rodriguez voice. I'll say it for you. Okay. Shout out to my favorite comedian chick. Latin comedian chick at that. Yes. I love her. So